performing a neuromuscular exam.
Okay.
So there's going to be different parts of this exam. So if at any point you have any pain, let me know. Okay, so first we're going to start with your neck and shoulders,
Okay.
your arms, and your hands.
Okay.
All right, so first I'm just going to inspect. I'm looking at your skin, your joints. Next thing, I'm just going to palpate. Let me know if you have any pain or any tenderness.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, very good. I'm going to go down your elbow here. Okay, no tenderness, no swelling. Okay, down to my wrist. Okay. Very good. So first, I'm gonna give you some instructions, and then I'm gonna apply some pressure
Okay.
and test your strength. So at first, I want you to touch your chin to your neck, okay, and look up at the ceiling. Okay, very good. And then touch your left ear to your left shoulder. Okay, on the other side. Very good. And now look over your left shoulder and over your right shoulder. Okay, and I'm gonna have you do the same thing, but this time I'm gonna apply a little bit of resistance.
Okay.
So for patient comfort, I'm not gonna do the flexion. I'm just gonna do the extension and then the lateral bending. So go ahead and bend back. Very good. And to the side. Good. Okay. Very good. So next up, we're gonna do your shoulders. So I want you to bring your arms up and over your head. Okay, very good. And then bring them all the way towards your back and keep them straight. Very good. I'm gonna apply some pressure here and here. Okay, and now bring them back up. That's on with me, bring them down. Okay, very good. Next I want you to do is, you're gonna do this on each arm. I want you to lift your arm up as if you were brushing your hair. Okay, very good. Okay, and then from behind I want you to bring them up as if you're scratching your back. Okay, very good. Very good. Next I want you to do is bring one arm across your body. Okay, very good. And extend it out to the sides. Next, both arms to the side. Okay, very good. Alright, so next thing I want you to do is I want you to bring your elbows up like this. There you go. And don't let me push back. And then push down on me. Very good. Alright, now I want you to bring and open your palms and flip your palms down and up. Very good. So next we're going to do some wrist movements. So I want you to point your fingers down. Okay, try to find my hand. Very good. And now up towards the ceiling. Okay, very good. Then you're going to rotate your fingers towards your midline and out. Okay, very good. So next thing, what I want you to do is I want you to open up your fingers, okay? Let me close them, and then close them together towards the midline. Okay, very good. Now you're going to make a fist with your thumbs above your fingers. Don't let me open them. Okay, and I'll bring them out. Very good. Now I want you to squeeze my hand. Very good. Okay. Next thing I will do is I'm going to examine the patient's deep tendon reflexes. Okay, so for this purpose, I don't have a reflex hammer, so I'm just going to go ahead and point as to where I would test for the different reflexes. So for the biceps reflex, I would test right here on the biceps tendon. I would strike my finger, then back of the elbow right here, and brachial radialis right here. And I would do this on both sides. Okay, now we're going to go and examine your lower extremity. I'm going to examine your knees, ankles, the feet.
Okay.
Okay, I'm also going to test the reflexes down there.
Okay.
All right, so first we're going to start with your knees. I'm going to palpate here. Make sure you don't have any tenderness there.
Nope.
Okay, and then I'm going to go down to your ankles and palpate. Okay, any tenderness?
Nope.
Any tenderness?
Nope.
How do your fingers feel?
My toes.
Your toes, sorry.
Good.
All right, very good. So then I'm going to have you straighten out both one leg at a time. Okay, and I'm going to push down and then bring it back. Don't let me push up. Okay, now with your other leg. Okay, bring it back. Okay, Very good. Next, I'm gonna go down to your ankles. So now I'm gonna have you point your toes to the ceiling and towards the floor. Very good. Now I'm gonna have you repeat, don't let me push down, and squeeze like a gas pedal. Okay, now on the other side, we're gonna do the same thing. So point up and down to the floor. Okay, don't let me push down, and then like a gas pedal. Very good. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you invert your heels in and then out. Very good. All right. Next, I would test for the patient's reflexes, so her lower extremity reflexes. So for this purpose, for the patellar, I would strike right about here. For the Achilles, in the back of the ankle. And for the Babinski, I would go on the sole of her foot, and I would go from her heel all the way onto the ball of the foot. Okay. So next thing that I would do would be test for vibration. So what I would do is I would strike a tuning fork and place it on the patient's big toe and ask what sensation she feels. I would do that bilaterally. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna have you close your eyes for me. Okay? And then I want you to tell me which way I am moving your toe.
Okay. Up, down, up, down,
Okay.
up, down,
Okay.
up, down.
Okay, very good. The last thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna test for clonus. So I'm gonna bring your arm here and okay. And then I'm gonna do it on the other side. All right, very good. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna have you stand up. All right, so now I'm gonna have you touch your toes. Okay, don't let me try to sit up. Okay, and extend back. Very good. All right, now you're gonna bend to each side. All right, and the other side. Okay, and rotate towards your left. Okay, and then towards your right. Okay, very good. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check for hip extension. So I'm gonna have you step forward, just one step. Okay, bring your foot, try to keep your core centered and bring this foot back. There you go, and I'm gonna put some pressure, very good. And I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, very good. Now we're gonna test a few things. So I want you to put your feet together and close your eyes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Usually you would count up to 20 seconds and watch for any swaying with the patient, but for time purposes, I'm only gonna do 10 seconds. Next, I'm gonna have you bring your arms out and keep your eyes closed. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, bring your arms down. Very good, open your eyes. Okay. So next thing I'm gonna have you do, and I'm gonna have you walk from one end of the bench to the other and back. Okay, just watching her gait. Okay. All right, next what I'm gonna have you do is walk heel toe, one foot in front of the other. And you only have to do it one way.
Okay.
Okay, then I want you to walk with your heels towards the other side. And then come back walking on your toes. Okay, very good. You can go ahead and have a seat. All right, next thing we're gonna do the hip. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and lay down. Okay, so I'm gonna have you, and I'm gonna start on your left side. So I want you to bring your left leg all the way up to your chest and use your hands to hold and try to resist me back as I'm pushing. Okay, very good. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do some rotation on this leg. So I'm gonna let me know if you have any discomfort as I do this.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna laterally rotate it and out. Okay. And then now I'm gonna bend it and do internal and external rotation. Okay. Any pain?
Nope.
Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing with this foot. So go ahead and bring it all the way in. Right, and try to assist here. Okay, very good. Straight your leg out. Gonna bring it in. Okay, out. Gonna bend here. Rotate it in. Rotate it out. Okay, I'm just gonna feel here. Just your hip, any tenderness? Very good. Oh, sorry. All right, I'm gonna have you sit up for me. Okay, thank you. Okay, so at the beginning of the exam, I gave you 3 words to remember. Can you go ahead and tell me what those words were?
Apples, oranges, and pears.
Very good. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. Please respond truthfully. If there is a global pandemic going on in the world, and they told you to stay home, what would you do?
I would stay home.
Good. Very good. So next we're gonna test. Gonna do a few little exercises. So what I want you to do is I want you to touch my finger and then touch your nose.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Now I want you to put one palm on top of the other and flip back and forth as fast as you can. Okay, very good. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you close your eyes.
Okay.
All right, and I'm just gonna do a sitting balance test. So go ahead and leave your eyes closed. Okay, very good. Go ahead and open your eyes. Next, I'm gonna be placing an object on your hand. I want you to let me know what it is, okay? So you
Okay.
can feel it, kind of feel around for it. Okay, give me one of your hands, doesn't matter. All right, go ahead and let me know what that is. Just with one hand.
Oh, sorry. It's a bobby pin.
Very good. Next, I'm gonna be drawing a figure on the palm of your hand. I want you to let me know what it is.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and open one of your.
3. The number.
Very good. Okay. So one more thing that I'm going to test is I'm going to test sensation throughout your body. So I'm going to have you close your eyes again and then let me know if you feel sharp or dull.
Okay.
Okay.
Soft.
Sorry, sharp or soft?
Oh, I was like, it feels soft.
Okay, sorry.
Soft. 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 Soft.
Very good. Okay. All right, that concludes our exam.
Okay.
Thank you so much for allowing me to do a full head to toe assessment.
Thank you.
Thank you.